doesn't just happen. There are fewer and fewer sexually pure people out there. Virginity is seldom even mentioned anymore, and when it is, it's more as a joke, which is a travesty, because virginity should be upheld as a standard. Virginity should be held up as this is what you do. And yet today, if that's ever mentioned or you find one in the high schools, it's like, what? Wow. They're like freaks, which you would think the reverse psychology would be, hey, if I want to be different, which is what everybody wants to be, just be pure. That's being different. Virginity should be something to celebrate. And I don't think that being prudish is necessarily the answer. But do we really need to experiment so much with sexuality as single people? Do we really need to watch porn? Do we really need to read romance novels, lady, that's so unrealistic? Do we need to see the movies or videos that lead us down paths that are not at all godly? And as a young adult or someone who's never married, I want to advise you, I want to counsel you, I want to help you to understand it is possible to stay pure, but it takes a daily sacrifice. It's not easy. A daily sacrifice isn't going to happen if you continue to date scumbag guys or sleazy girls. A life of purity is not going to happen found in the back seat of a car on a Friday night. It's not going to happen. When we put ourselves in those vulnerable positions, we will most certainly give in. In all likelihood, you're going to give in, because the further you draw the line of how far is too far, the more impurity is going to be there. And I've talked to teenagers a bunch about this and other young adults, and it may help for some of you older adults as well. But there's a scale of how far is too far. And you need to draw the line on that scale, and it starts with eye contact, because let's face it, eye contact can be too far. If you're married and you're looking at an opposite sex in a way that is not honoring God, you know that eye contact can be too far. So it starts with eye contact and hand holding and kissing and embracing and two-hand touch above the waist, below the waist, intercourse. And a whole bunch of things all in between there. We've invented everything that there is in between all that. The idea here is, though, you start here, and the faster you go, the further you go, the faster you go. The further you go, the faster you want to get there. Because the realm of temptation from going from holding hands to kissing, the realm of temptation to go that distance is totally different when you're two-hand touch below the waist to intercourse. The intensity, the realm, the arena of temptation is so much greater and so much more intense the further you draw the line down here. So what I want to see you do, young people, single people, older single people, is to figure out a way to draw that line as close, as high up as you can around here, to protect yourself from purity. And then wherever you draw that line, you stick to that line. You don't change it. You don't vary from it. There are no options. And if somebody makes fun of you or won't date you because you've drawn the line here, you know what they've done? They've just saved you a heartache. If they won't respect who you are as a person of purity, and as a person of purity that loves God, do you really want to continue to date them? I mean, it's just common sense. If we love God, if we're followers of Jesus, it makes no sense to continue to date somebody, no matter good looking they are, or that the guy actually has a job and something else. It makes no sense to continue to pursue those avenues where they won't respect you in your own beliefs and your faith. Because listen, when you connect sexually, it gets complicated.